Hey everybody, Shane here, dailyastrocat.com, and today is Tuesday. It's the 14th of April, so let's go. Well, look, it's the moon's in Pisces all day long, so we're approaching the new moon that's going to occur on Friday. So we got Pisces moon that we're working with, right? Empathetic, we're doing some things, we're doing some creative expressions. We're actually in a really good time for it, too. We've got a perfect storm brewing here that's going to be taking us into the weekend. We've got a stellium that's rapidly forming in Aries. Mercury is going to join it later on tonight. So let's talk about this. This is a continuation of yesterday's creative focus. Only now can we align our personal 5D goals with our 3D, and some of this focus. And we can either go inward with it to draw out what we need, or we can just start to evoke it from outside of us, just bringing it into what are, the core experience of what we're doing right now. By the time the evening rolls around on the East Coast, we're going to hear the whip crack, like a sound, as Mercury leaves the vague and shadowy realm of Pisces for Aries. Sharp thought, sharp mind, sharp words, everything sharp, right? Sharpen everything. Now, mental clarity will be restored, and direct action, that's going to be imminent. It's something that's happening, right? Before we had vague ideas and we're moving around. However, we can't really give up on that. The change is going to be palpable. But, and look, Mercury's going to form a sextile with Uranus. So there's something here, right? There's something that's going to be happening. There's a sudden change, and that change is going to be unexpected. What I'm expecting for the unexpected is to try to not lose vision, not to lose the visions that you had when Mercury was in Pisces, and don't lose it to that frantic rush of ideas that's going to happen in Aries. We need to just bring this all together, right? Instead, finish those thoughts and ideas to make room for new ones. And today's keyword is bonanza, because there's a bonanza of ideas that's going to be intruding upon your personal space. Stay creative, and quite honestly, produce. So, the color is the color of an ice cube. All right? So, finishing something has never been an Aries strong suit. Just take it from me, okay? Beginning, initiating, and being on the point, this is the Aries turf. But when the excitement lessens and the details need to be addressed, that challenge is no longer a peak adrenaline rush. Now, this is going to accompany the season to a degree, so everybody can experience a little bit of that thrill of just losing your direction, of not being able to follow through with something because it's just no longer exciting, right? No, the idea person, the person that initiates, the person that gets the thing rolling, that's the exciting part. Saturn is still here in those initial phases of Aries, right? The initial degrees of Aries, along with Neptune, along with Mars, along with soon Mercury, and the moon as she starts to move through Aries till we get to the new moon that will occur in Aries on Friday. Now, what else do we have? Now, if you get to experience that, look, it's still going to be overwhelmingly positive, okay? And it may even help, like a native-born Aries with Saturn being there and just focusing on the task at hand, to get their creative shit together, too. All right? So, use the Aries stellium responsibly. The moon will soon add her wisdom to the mix. We're no longer looking for signals. We're transmitting them. Pay attention to the words that you choose. Words are your key for making the most of this in your near term. Changes, they're happening globally. And they prove some of my earlier contentions, right? The contentions that I got the little band hammer for, right? Oh, yeah, thank you so much. I appreciated that so much. Look, let's hope the stellium energizes this aspect as well. We're seeing it, right? We saw it happening globally. Okay? The Mars enters Aries at 11. Mercury. Starts with an M, right? Mercury enters Aries at 11:21. You will have all night and tomorrow until the moon enters Aries to finish up the old and clear the way for the new. We want to do that. We want to make sure that we're just there. There's no turning back once the moon enters Aries and energizes this forming stellium. That's right. We're going to be just moving. And look, the truth, I feel restless just writing about this, right? So don't plan on sleeping very much tomorrow. I plan on just, getting some stuff done and making the most of, new experiences, new people, and whatever it is that we're doing, right? That's right. It's not always work. It's not always go, although it's go and go and go, but not go. Space it out. Give yourself room to breathe and time to enjoy the moments that you find yourself in. All right, so in 1611, the word telescope is first used by Prince Federico Sessi. Now, interestingly enough, he's pretty much a prominent scientist in his own right, even though he's got that little title of prince before his name, because, there were a lot of kingdoms in Italy, and princes, there was probably, there was a bunch of them running around at the time. Now, 1611, he's an astronomer, he's a scientist, he's a naturalist, a botanist, besides being a prince. And he was actually the ruler of his home country of Aquasparta, I believe, or region, when his father died, briefly. He was briefly that. He didn't live very long, lived to about 45 years of age, and that's all I have for you. And then the birth is one of my favorite polymaths, Christian Huygens. Always mention him, and I don't think I always will, but I mentioned him last year, and it's worth repeating. Born in 1629, he's a mathematician, astronomer. He discovered Saturn's rings with that aforementioned telescope. He's a scientist, and he did some work on dynamics. Instrument maker, physician, all that stuff. A true polymath. He's born in The Hague in the Netherlands, and he died in 1695, and that's all I have for you. So thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate and love every single one of you. Keep the love coming, okay? Keep the comments coming. I really want to get into some conversations with some of everybody, but you have to be able to. You need to just reach out, put the comments down there, and I'll comment back. I really appreciate everybody who says thank you, and I really appreciate everybody who sends me little hearts and says that what we discuss here makes a difference in their lives, and I really appreciate that. So thank you very much. Let's recap, shall we? The color is an ice cube. Depends on where you're looking at it, right? And what the perspective is. And the keyword is bonanza, like the creative bonanza that we're going to have in front of us, that we've got to pick and choose through. Be disciplined and go for it. Today actually is a very good day. Today's an 8. Happy astrocatting.